Again. So today I would like to talk to you about anal sex. I always laugh a little bit about this one because a lot of times couples want to learn about this, but they're really embarrassed and they don't know how to get comfortable with this. So first off, if you're interested in trying anal sex, just have a conversation with your partner. Do not just bring that up on the spur of the moment because you're likely going to get a bad response from your partner like, hell no, I ain't doing that, which is normal. It's okay. So the first thing you need to do is just talk about it. I'm interested in trying anal sex. Are you? And if your partner's not ready for it, be totally comfortable with saying, okay, that's fine. I just want to throw it out on the table. If you are interested or if you want to research it together, let me know. Okay, so that's step one. Talk about it and see if you're both on the same page. You can still have a good sex life without having anal sex. It is not like the be-all, end-all of good sex. But, I mean, some people do try it to have a little fun and try something new. That's fine. So if you have talked about it and you kind of have a little bit of interest, then the next thing to do is just to learn about it. I really encourage my couples to research different things about anal sex. There are even shows, like there's this old HBO Real Sex where they talk about anal sex and they show how people can learn to do it. But I want to give you some of the tips here so that, if you're interested in trying this, you can learn. So one tip for making sure anal sex goes well is to start with something very small. And I mean, it can be literally pinky sized. The anus is not used to things going in, it's used to things going out. So it's naturally going to react if you put something too big in there. So try something small like a finger. And here's the deal. You can use gloves or like put a little finger condom on if you're kind of like, I'm worried about what that's going to feel like or what if something comes out, because I mean it is an anus, so there's a possibility that gross things will come out, right? So hygiene's fine. If you want to have a little finger condom on or some gloves, feel free. Here's the other thing. Must have lubrication. The anus does not have its own lubrication system. It doesn't. And so you can't just stick something in there and expect it to feel good. You do need to use a lubrication. Water-based or silicone-based is fine. You can also use a butt plug if you don't want to use a finger. Again, I would pick something very small, but the reason I suggest a butt plug is because usually they have a thick base, and this is something everybody needs to know about the anus. It sucks things up, just like that. And if there's no base, then sometimes you can suck something in there and we'll have an unfortunate trip to the emergency room. So please make sure you pick things that are designed for that and that are safe. And so you need lubrication. You need to pick things that are small. And here's another tip that people don't always know about. When you're first trying something, you can be on top. So like say you are trying penis in the anus. I encourage women or men, if it's your first time, to be on top for a variety of reasons. One, you get to be in control. You get to be in control of the pressure, the intensity, how slow or fast it goes. But also, if you're on top and your legs are spread apart, then you're in a natural position to open up that space. The other thing that's really important for trying this is don't start with it. You should be pretty horny by the time you are going to this. This should be somewhere in the mix, right? So you should have made out a lot with each other. You should have maybe done some pre-stuff like clitoral stimulation or oral sex with each other, or even vaginal sex at first, because you're like really into it and you're already at a plateau where you're feeling really good. And then it's like, hey, what do you say we take this to the next level? And so then when you're horny, then inserting something back there can actually feel really nice. And I mean, I know I'm talking about this in terms of anal for a female, but actually anal for a male can feel very nice. There is a Gspot for men in their anus. And every man has these nerve endings. It's basically the back of your prostate, and it feels very good if it's touched, if it's messed with. There are actually prostate stimulators that you can get at any sex store that are meant to go in the male anus, and once a man experiences it, usually they find it very sexy and definitely it turns them on. So, anal sex doesn't just have to be penetration for a woman. It can be for a male too, and it feels very nice. But again, same, just like with a conversation with a female, you still have to make sure that person is interested in what you're doing and they are on board and you've had a good conversation about what's okay and what's not okay. You use lots of lubrication. So I hope these tips can help you have some better anal sex if you do decide to do it. And then the biggest thing is don't force it. Like if something's not going in, don't like, no, I'm going to make this happen. Don't do that because it's better to just wait until you're relaxed back there. And if you're not, then just stay with whatever else you're doing. So, I'm Angela Skirty. You can find me at www.therapistsinstlouis.com. Please like, share, and subscribe if you find these helpful. Thank you. Have a good day.